So yeah, I mean, see, everybody is seeking something or the other. The mankind has been seeking from ages, and I personally feel that I was also seeking a lot of spiritual insight, and it started for me at a very young age. Maybe it's around 6 to 7 years of age. I had a sort of a spiritual question, a very deep inquiry, which was more about consciousness after death. So it is something to do with that question. So what happens to your consciousness once you die? And this question was troubling me a lot, I would say, but I did not know that it's a spiritual question at that time. But I was fortunate that I did not ask this to any of my elders or to my teachers somehow. Otherwise it would have been nipped at the bud. I mean, the questioning would have stopped. So it was there lingering inside me. The spark was there, and I continued with my studies. And at that time I was in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, where I was living. I was born there. But over a period of time, maybe when I was around, maybe when I was in my 10th standard, I happened to lay my hands on a book which kind of turned my life, I would say. It was a spiritual biography, and I came to know about something called Kriya Yoga. You already know about Kriya Yoga. You are a Kriya practitioner also. So I came to know about Kriya Yoga at that age when I was in school, and I read that book. I still remember it was like I was not able to stop myself from reading the book, and I finished the book in, I think, 3 days, 2 to 3 days. I was continuously thinking about the book and the content. So then the real spiritual, I would say the formal spiritual search started from that age, and I was looking for a living guru who can teach me Kriya Yoga. So that was a starting point formally, but it didn't happen that time. I went through a lot of readings and a lot of books, and I went through different margas initially before I could actually come to Kriya. So it happened many years after that. I mean, because I was in search of a true path and a true guru, so it took me a lot of time. At one point of time I was doing close to 5 hours of practice a day. So it happened, and after that, after Kriya, I was, I was prepared for, maybe existence was preparing me for entering into Jnana Marga, the path of wisdom, path of knowledge, what we say. So again, it happened that, I was fortunate to have many masters in my entire spiritual. So I have been telling you about Kriya and Jnana Marga, but entire process, I met close to more than 40 masters in India.
40 masters?
Yeah, so I could spend time with them, and many were hidden, not accessible to the general public as such. So I could learn from them, and many things happened in between. A lot of mystical things as well, but so around 2017, that was the time I actually met a Sufi guru in northern India. I happened to meet him, and again, that was the last person I met, I feel, in my journey, and that was the end of the intense seeking that was going on. So after that, I started looking at the benefits which such practices give you, particularly the path of wisdom. When you come in that and you start doing the various awareness and witnessing practices, the amount of the byproducts of such a process was very visible in my life, because of the way I could handle stress, and there was a lot of peace and things. I'm not saying that all the problems are going to be solved, they remain as it is, but the perspective of you changes. You are totally detached inside out. So generally, a person who is established in the self, through practices and more than practice, through understanding, everything happens to him just like it happens to a normal person, but he will be not even 1% affected. So I would say that is the key to joy in life. So whatever you do, whatever happens, you are not affected by the goodness or the, even if it is bad, it doesn't affect you. And I think that is the best quality you should be having. So I started looking at what is happening around the world, and I was feeling that this should go to the common man. I mean, everybody should be getting these benefits of a stress-free, a life of celebration.